Hello, Peter. Thank you for replying back for the three free articles. What I'm going to do, I'm actually going to generate everything live for you so you can have a practical idea of what it's like going to be using this software. And I also want to give you some pointers along the way to really maximize and also show you the power of this software when combining it with your content creation for your business. So bear with me with certain things, but this video shouldn't be longer than about 6 minutes. Also, I'm going to leave a link in the email for you that will give you 10,000 free credits for you to play around with the software so you can really get a feel for it in your own right, and that won't cost you anything. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to head over to One Shot Blog Post because this is my favorite template. It's very quick to use. We're going to take the title of your first article, and we're going to make the tone. Let's go ahead and keep it as informative, and the intended audience is going to be small business owners. Okay. Now, one thing to know is that the more information you feed the software, as in more detail, etc., the better the output will be every time, no question about it. Hopefully there's enough information online about small business and tax deductions, so we should be good here, but more information is higher quality. Now we're going to go ahead and click the generate AI content. And another thing to note, when using softwares like this, you want to apply the 80-20 rule, which is 80% of the heavy lifting, which is the actual writing, should be done by the software, and then 20% should be done by the human fact checking and just making tweaks and removing any small errors that the software might generate. But basically, just humanizing it a bit more. Although these articles generated are pretty engaging. So let's have a look. It's taken the information here and it's created a blog title, which is the top 5 small business tax deductions for 2020. Obviously, we're not in 2020, so you're going to want to update that. And this is what I mean about factually checking things. Blog introduction. As a small business owner, you may be feeling the pinch come tax season, but don't worry, there are plenty of deductions. And then you've got the blog health. So you've got the intro paragraph here. And then blog body, which is 1, health insurance premiums, 2, retirement plan contributions, 3, home office deductions, and 4, mileage reimbursement, 5, business entertainment expenses, and then conclusion. Okay, so it's done a very neat job of creating an article. Now, I'm not really in your niche, so I don't really know about all of these things. You will be able to tell better, but it's given you a really nice outline. Now, I'm not going to do this with every blog that we generate here today, but I will quickly show you how you can expand this really easily if you chose to. So here, if you click on this icon, it will open it up in the long form editor. And we're just going to change it to focus mode. And we now have that article that we just generated. Now, I'm just going to quickly pause the video and just tidy it up so it looks more practical. Okay, so I've just tidied it up. In other words, I've just changed it to 2022 and added the headings appropriately. Okay, so let's say you wanted to expand each of these articles. So there's 3 ways to do it, and each one will come up with a unique sort of thing. And I'm going to quickly show you all 3 because it's dead cool. So the first thing is just by placing your cursor at the end of a sentence and clicking the compose button. What it's going to do is read the information above and do its best to generate more text. Now, this doesn't always give it the best results, and sometimes it duplicates information, but often I actually have a really good experience with it. However, the other 2 is much more practical, and I prefer using it. So it's just going to generate some information, and there we have it. It started to expand. However, as you'll notice, this is actually duplicates of below here, and that's because it's read number 1 and it doesn't read what's below it. Okay, so bear that in mind. The next is a command-based feature. So if you look at power mode, these are all of our templates here. So if you write something on the lines of write a listicle of the information above, what it'll do is it will understand this command, it'll break down all of this information, and it's created this listicle, kind of like a summary of what's gone on, okay? And the third thing, which is my favorite, is actually giving the software a little bit more guidance to write. So an example, it's talking about health insurance to your employees, the premiums are tax deductible, etc. So if it's talking about health insurance, we can tell it to start writing about something specific. So we can say, write uh, we'll give it a prompt more than a command. So the best 5 business insurance companies are, and then we can do control and enter. And as you see, it's just expanded there, okay? Or if you don't want to treat that as a command, you can just click compose and it will continue the sentence instead of rewriting that bit. And there you have it, okay? So let's move back to templates and then go back to one-shot blog post. And I'm going to attach all of these blog posts in your email for you, but let's go ahead and generate the rest of the articles. So we're going to do generate. It usually takes up to around 30 seconds, depending on how many users at one point. This is one of the biggest, and they're usually very fast, but it takes about 30 seconds usually for a 300 to 500 word blog post. And here we have blog title, Bookkeeping Best Practices for Small Business Owners. We've got the intro, and then we've got all of these points here. It's given us, I think, 7 good points. And let's move on to the next question. Personal taxes and IRS relief from a CPA. And there we have it, a short overview of personal taxes and IRS relief. And then we've got the intro, we've got the blog introduction, the blog body, and we've got some titles. So why you need a CPA for personal taxes, what is IRS relief, and then a conclusion. And again, it's up to you if you want to expand it just really easily the way I just showed you. Anyway, thank you for watching. I will send everything over to you along with this video, and I've also left the link so you can have a play around with this software for free. Thank you.